Hello everyone! In this demo, I want to show you what we've been working on in the Wake Up Labs SDK for developing smart contracts for Stylus. The focus of this new version is on developer experience and testing. Now, we can take advantage of the TypeScript compiler directly for a much smoother and more intuitive contract development experience. Well, what's new in this version is that before we had to deal with a lot of manual complexity, and now, starting with this new version, with these improvements, the compiler will be able to guide us. We have auto-completion, safe typing, and real-time feedback. To illustrate this, we're going to create a very simple contract, a counter. The interesting thing isn't the contract itself, but how the SDK and the compiler support us at every step. First, I'm going to use the contract decorator. As we can clearly see, we can readily import it directly from our comprehensive SDK, and well, we can also effectively make use of JSDoc's powerful features. Now we're going to define the counter class, which will be our smart contract. We're going to define a new U256 variable. We can also import the necessary types from the SDK, which is quite convenient for development purposes. Let's proceed to define the constructor for our class. Within this constructor, we will assign the incoming value to the instance's internal property, specifically this .value. And now, with the powerful and versatile U256 factory, which is designed for robust numerical operations, we could effectively and precisely create our desired immutable value, ensuring its proper initialization and representation within our system. Also, just like with the contract, we have the different decorators that we can find in the documentation. In this particular case, I'm going to meticulously define an external function, and I'm also going to have a very specific increment value. This increment value, which will be crucial, will be utilized when we carefully access the value. Here, we can comprehensively see everything that we are capable of doing, everything that is truly possible for us to accomplish. We have the syntax equals greater than. In this case, what I want to do is an addition, and here, as Copilot helps me, I'm going to add 1. Well, at the same time, it could be the get, and we could also do the decrement, and here we have the contract. Well, the significant advantage now is that each individual value we can readily access. For example, as we clearly saw with this particular .value, we can directly and easily see each specific thing and effectively use them and confidently rely on TypeScript to precisely see what we truly need. This contract is very simple, but basically we can see in the documentation all the interfaces provided by the SDK, and we can create more complex contracts. That's absolutely everything. Thank you very, very much indeed for listening attentively to us today. And well, as always, we are completely open to answering any questions you might have or receiving any valuable feedback you may wish to provide.